GPT has released assist fired by Scarlett Johansson's Her, which I've never bothered to watch.
In the world of Hollywood, there's always room for unexpected and funny moments, and recently, Scarlett Johansson had a reaction that fans are still talking about. During the December 21st Christmas episode of Saturday Night Live, Scarlett's husband, Colin Jost, delivered a joke that left her completely shocked and laughing at the same time. But this wasn't just any joke, it was part of a long-standing tradition on SNL called the joke swap, where Colin and his co-anchor Michael Sheen exchange risky, often NSFW with one another, without knowing what the other person has written beforehand. This time, Colin's joke about his wife, Scarlett, was definitely a moment that took everyone by surprise. The segment had everyone on the edge of their seats as Colin, in his usual Weekend Update segment, dedicated one of his jokes to Scarlett, and it did not hold back. In fact, it was a joke so bold and unexpected that Scarlett's reaction, which was filmed backstage, was priceless. You could see her genuine shock, followed by laughter, as Colin delivered the punchline live on air. The moment was one of the highlights of the evening, showing just how fun and spontaneous SNL can be when they push the boundaries of comedy. The joke itself began with Colin acknowledging Scarlett's milestone 40th birthday, and then, in typical Colin fashion, things took an unexpected turn. He continued with a joke about their child, and then made a comment about the couple's privacy, claiming that no photos of their child had been released because he's black as hell. This kind of joke, while undoubtedly meant to be funny, definitely had the audience and Scarlett's reaction adding another layer of humor to the moment. Of course, this was all in the spirit of comedy and part of the joke swap tradition, but the live reactions from both the audience and Scarlett herself made it even more entertaining. But that's not all, the joke didn't end there. Colin then went on to deliver an even bolder punchline, involving a reference to controversial figures like Jeffrey Epstein, which had many in the crowd gasping and laughing at the same time. Scarlett's reaction, which was being captured backstage, showed her in disbelief at what Colin was saying. It's not every day that a joke about your family is broadcast to millions, so Scarlett's genuine expression made the entire segment even more memorable. What really stood out about this moment was how real and unscripted it felt. Scarlett Johansson's response wasn't one of a perfect celebrity. Instead, she looked like any of us would when hearing a joke that goes a little too far. As the laughter rolled on in the studio, you could tell Scarlett was trying to hold it together, but the shock and humor of the moment were simply too much to contain. This interaction between Colin and Scarlett is just one example of how their dynamic is so relatable. They are a power couple in Hollywood, but when it comes to humor, they don't hold back. While Scarlett might have been taken aback by Colin's boldness, she handled it with grace and humor, showing just how supportive and playful their relationship is. And the audience? Well, they were loving every second of it. Now, let's talk about the joke swap tradition. This event is something the SNL fans look forward to every year. Colin and Michael Sheen trade off jokes that are often funny and sometimes even a little inappropriate. It's the kind of comedic exchange that makes SNL a unique part of American TV culture. But what made this year's joke swap so special was not just the joke itself, but the way Scarlett's reaction became part of the comedy. After all, when your husband is making bold jokes about you on national TV, how else would you react but with a mixture of shock, laughter, and maybe a little bit of disbelief? This segment is one for the books, and you can see the full reactions, the jokes, and the moments that had everyone talking when you watch the full video. From Colin's bold delivery to Scarlett's priceless backstage reaction, this moment will surely be one fans remember for a long time. It's moments like these that make Saturday Night Live such a fun and unpredictable show to watch, and this year's Christmas episode definitely didn't disappoint. So, if you haven't seen it yet, be sure to watch the full video, because you won't want to miss how this joke swap unfolds. Trust me, this is one of those moments that proves even celebrities have their hilarious, unfiltered moments, and this one definitely takes the cake. Be sure to watch until the end to catch every laugh, reaction, and the aftermath of Colin Jost's joke about his wife, Scarlett Johansson. You won't want to miss it.